And welcome to the Youth Pulse podcast with me, Dikodi Andrew. Where we discuss pressing issues of this generation with heartful conversation, inspiring stories, and diverse perspective on girl-child marriage, reproductive health, education, youth champions, and climate, among other compelling topics, meeting your needs. Join us today to be informed, empowered, and engaged. The Youth Pulse podcast is speaking from our hearts. Hello guys, good afternoon to every viewers and as well listeners of the Youth Pulse podcast. It's your girl Dikodi Andrew on another episode, and this one is episode number 8, in which we're handling topics that are relatable to us because it's by you, the youth, for the youth, and as well for the solution of the youth. And with this very topic of today, we're going to be talking about leading the green future, and the topic is all about climate change in regard to it being real, and it's already affecting our communities through floods and even maybe heat, pollution and drought. But the good news is that young people can become green leaders, by the way, taking a small but powerful actions. And today we are going to be exploring more with our amazing two guests from the youth from the young reporters from UNICEF. So why not we dive in and introduce them as we are going to go as well into the topic of today. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm okay. You're welcome to the Youth Pulse podcast.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, your name?
I'm Regina Roda David, a UNICEF young reporter. I advocate for early child marriage and child protection.
Okay, you're welcome.
I am Victor Henry, a UNICEF young reporter.
Yes.
Advocating for child marriage.
Okay. And as I mentioned that today we are going to be exploring on how youth can protect the planet, even create awareness, not to forget as well, become champions of environmental change. And whenever it comes to climate change, what does environmental protection mean to young people or as a youth of South Sudan?
Environmental protection is like taking care of the environment without harm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could it be the same definition?
No, according to me, like environmental protection may be like protecting the environment to look safety and healthy and beautiful to us all.
Okay. Asideka Njalana, whenever that I think about climate, I just think about rain. I don't know, because I love rain so much. But of course, when it comes to climate, of course, it's the definition that they gave. But also into the youth or into our generation, I feel like climate change also affect our communities and the young people in our midst. How do you guys think it affect that?
Okay. According to me, climate change, basing on the side of drought, this too much sunshine has really affected us, the youth, even the student life, because it has caused these heat waves and stuff, global warming, and which is really affecting let me say, in terms of academics. You'll find out that pupils will not be going to school in this let me say, the months affected by hot weathers, like the previous year, 2 years ago. Last year and the other year before, there was this heat wave, so schools have to break down. Yeah. So it has affected the student life.
Okay. For him, an example is a heat.
Yeah.
For you, how will it be?
It could be flooding. Flooding really, it has really affected youth really in other areas like Bibor and the Upper Nile region. You see, sometimes when students they are not able to go to school because of the floods, schools are closed, and it is too hard for them to learn. And also food insecurity, like crops are not able to grow well, and water are taking them out. That would be. And
also, because we don't have ice, we'll have included ice.
Yeah.
But also when it comes to the global climate change as well, it's just something that it's affecting not only South Sudanese but as well the globe as a general. Because when it comes to the changes Also, we have seen the flooding in the areas that you have mentioned, and people are really suffering. Not only the youth, but literally everybody is suffering. And I think we can apply 1 to 2 things in order to practice a very good environmental safety or environmental habit that we can do. What could be an example someone could practice to safeguard the environment, even make the environment much better?
Onto the side of drought, you have to like plant trees. That is nice. Like there are people who cut down trees well, but we can come up with the strategy of you cut and plant. Like that's you cut and replace, which is perfect. Like you can cut one, you replace with more than that, so it can help in the formation of rain. Doesn't affect the weather that much.
So the general nas begin for governor kede raba ketira.
I can raba ketira some Egyptian. No, like shadow, the shade is good.
According to me, like in terms of flooding, there should be constructions of dams and like constructions of road, for occurrence of another flood not to affect people as much as before. And even the other thing, like we don't have earthquakes around here, but if you have noticed, since late last year and early this year, there's a lot of floods around different countries. Even sometimes Nasbiga be like kano betomon abulabe moya. You see them at the rooftop of the house, then you say like, are we safe? Like, okay, if that is happening in those areas or the urban countries, what about us who are still here trying to build even a house from a mud? And even in terms of that, like in an area, I don't know, was it Jungle or which area it was? Zoltan de Gatasika, more de lahadi, but they're crossing to the other side. Even there's a famous picture that was posted, I think 3 years ago, whereby a mother Okutu Janitor forgot then she was crossing to the other side. And I feel if they have taken a consideration, they must not want before Tasikat Fijua Hilla, when they can those areas they have fixed very good roads for people to pass by. I feel like such things, it could be reduced in the different areas in our beloved country. Also, I feel like it's a responsibility of the school to be teaching the youth. Do you think schools should teach more about the climate change, and why?
School should teach more about the climate change because since we have seen how effective it is, we have to bring a positive way of stopping it. Like, let me say, they can like keep on sensitizing the community on how to prevent that.
Okay, to second on what Victor has said, like it is very important for the climate change to be in the school curriculums, because it will really help young people or the all society, because when they are taught, they will know that there is something positive and there is something negative that will really affect them. So when they teach or they give them the curriculums, I think there will be a change to them.
Okay. And also in terms of us being here and you being young youth reporters from UNICEF, I feel like everybody's on social media, right? And it's high time as well for us to promote environmental awareness. And with you both being on social media, are you guys using social media to do that?
Yes, of course.
How do you do that normally?
We just use like TikTok, Instagram, WhatsApp.
TikTokers are here.
Yes. Okay, sometimes, through TikTok, like create awareness. Like some people are having their products they use on TikTok, and you get customers. So by going on TikTok, telling people, like creating awareness to people and telling them that climate change, it can really affect us. So people may learn from what you have said, and people may do that action.
Just kind of what she has said, like the content you create, it should relate like to the positivity of the good climate, right? When we have like when there's good climate, we can tell them this can happen, the best part. Then in order to stop the bad side, we can sensitize them and put something positive, just like that. Like
I can even agree to that because, like, when using TikTok, there's too many ways of doing things.
Yeah.
Maybe you have someone who have humor. You can blend it a little bit. It could be a serious message, but in a funny way. Yes. Maybe you're an artist. You can draw something. Maybe you can sing. You can say something about it. Maybe you're a poet. You can still set an awareness. But that will bring us to also ourselves, in between ourselves. Kanta pada amul awareness bikenga Malta serious behind that is like
Belexole bitavugisha.
Yes, zole bitavugisha mtasa kirigenga kida shejere na mabiya gata bara amara biya raba fi mahali. So in such way or in such circle of friends, how can we really encourage our friends to care about the environment?
Okay, on that way, like there are those areas that have been affected like negatively, you just have to show them that you see this is the effect of the bad climate, right? Then, like in your content while creating it, you have to show them, be like, this is how climate change has destroyed, and this is what we should do to keep it perfect. So, like in that way, you're also trying to put some sense into them, so they stop the nonsense of stopping you and stuff.
Yeah.
To add on what Victor had said, like to encourage our friends, like some areas really they don't have like this kind of flood and drought, and so you'll be like telling them that one day can we just go outside and clean, like recycling plastic bags, collecting them.
Because the for city council gurus.
City council, what will they do?
That the action starts with you. So you start bigger baginas bijai no minta.
So I even think in regard to that, not only among the youth, like in a kamana na behis nas fijo suk deru werilomon mata kumluku wasaka even jahila nasa lisa mendu bakana de kodomo mbada abinu bakana so and even not only that, like in shajarata manga rekere magata anda biligo mango juice primere jamaa lesirina bija
nasa bigata manga biade
be
like these pregnant women being like no
for pregnant women it's that's just the hormones that they want. But in regard to us, you have mentioned it already that ajare bi bada be ana eater. You don't need to pour water anyhow. You don't need to throw plastic bags anyhow. Even kantele go shajara fi madrasa, they always have this initiative kere ashjar tarafila ta madrasa kere kubufogo more stuff like that. So I feel like with schools, I feel they play a big role. Why I'm still insisting on the schools, because most time of students or pupils that are at school, it's either the secondary, primary or university. So I feel like it's also an initiative for the directors or whoever is in charge to direct those people around and as well build a very safer environment, because as Jarekaman, it gives us the fresh breathe that we can exert ourselves into. And in regard to business, of course, it's 2026. Yes, always fikir kalam taburus. But now in regard to environment and having an environmental business, how can young people start environment business? And if an example, one or two could be okay.
Starting an environmental business.
Have you thought of it?
Like,
not yet.
Yeah.
But you have seen people who have done that.
One of them could be people who grow crops. They grow crops and they come and sell them. These like bijibu income normally. They get money from that. So business for youth to start a business. They should try also like to plant trees also and sell them. It's a Zohora daily.
And by the way, there's a woman that I know. I went to visit. Saying, akirana shilu defi beta nake. Kalta of the come. Then I like I guess it gets everything. This
and she's getting money from
and
that.
And she's really getting money. So Anabas Seragu Safaga Kira Alana Murazara. Yes. I can go and plan it. But of course, in regard to the business, I feel like environmental have a lot of businesses, because like we have mentioned the flowering part of it, even recycle
Totally.
could be part of it. I don't know what could you be the example for you, Victor?
Me, I've gone that side of Boaba, seen people selling like these mango trees. They sell them on the roadsides. They be selling other trees. Sometimes I ask myself, is this really for sale, or it has to be just given out? Because sometimes there are many who would want to buy, but finance also.
Yes.
Yeah.
I get
So
it.
I'll be like, I talked to the guy and the man was like, man, this is for sale. I was like, okay, that's the business, no problem. As long as you're earning.
business plan.
But it was like, it was for sale, and I was like, it's okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't have to go deep into it because he's still earning from it. I was like, yeah, that's your business. That's
And
a nice one.
even still, I'm going to go back to mangoes because it's the season for mangoes. People are mango. Then they come and ask, I get come kombe saba alif. Then fi better na mafi manga. Yes, so please stop cutting your mango wale guafa wale shajara telemuna fi better come, because like you never know. Bukra kan grocery receipt ma fi tabes bigata 40 kamsa ena kuti fi jambu ba.
Yeah, they should take it.
Then you sell.
That's a business for you.
business.
So I feel like there's a lot of opportunities in terms of making money from our surrounding. And I feel like it's high time for us also to look, especially for the senior four livers. This is just an easy business. Mother no capital, mother no ya haja. Best gata, kasulu moya, be moya takumtabede. Displace it outside, and it's good to go. And we have defined environmental protection, and as well we have lined the challenges that are facing it. But also I would love to look into the solution. What role do you guys think the government or NGOs or even us into the community could play in supporting with the climate action in our midst?
With us, like as the nation, like this issue of the proper waste disposal, it's good, because let me say this issue scenario tegibala chewo kalamta nasal ma amul bakana and stuff. Naze we should dig a pit latrine, then we dispose the the thing of recycling also. That idea is a good idea. As an these let me say crystalade, they are recyclable. Then
ma recyclable albura mulbo juice, because fi crystalade albi go fi malda almayatu bura kudele tafago moe for tasika. But I think like with the recycle, fina sa imbili mukrisalade body fi company the more they give them some little cash, and for them they will be melting it and make the business at a go. Would you?
Yeah, I think the government should public health for people. Yani climate change, it is a natural thing. We cannot stop it, but we can able to
join hands and
join hands and do some يالا البتلا يعني نكده في مستشفيات and 2 months back تكمر extreme heat وشل شكون يال بكون محمومين وكده, so they should provide دوايات في مستشفيات يعني sometimes because كان تبرا في مستشفيات تبرا اللي قد دعوة كده ما في إلا تبدورو you move on it is too hard.
And I think it also goes back to us, because like with climate change, sometimes most of the disease that we're having, it will go back to how hygienic are we, and that goes to our surrounding. How clean as a person are you, so that we could avoid everything around. And be native better, and be harago kirsalad, and be like we eat natural stuff. The fast food each and every time, and that goes all back into climate. And especially when it comes to the NGO, we need to stop depending on people, because how is it going to go around? So I feel like it's not the responsibility of the government, it's not the responsibility of an NGO, it's not the responsibility of everybody. As much as you are aware that things it could affect our environment situation, I feel like we should just adhere to that and as well make use of our good environment. As is مثلا في ولايات النعرف كل سنة في مطر بينزل اللي إتبستنا زمان تمطره عشان تكون complain we have flood. Yet you can arrange yourself prior to that. The earlier the better. طبعا كان زمان بملاو shawalad beturab
Mhm.
asan you
body feel bad.
ita begin ready mukida asa motor kanja ma bija leta fugo beta taki
Yeah.
kaman even in terms of the heat wave. We check enough water. We aware the kids that we are having. Kodamon malabuti hichame shasha ayan bijaleta kida. So most awareness it need to come from us as people. Then maybe a helping hand. Biga bija min hukuma or bija rural NGO kaman bija min community rana.
Yeah, the charity starts at home.
Charity starts at home.
Yeah.
And even kanja fogo sikat, that's whereby maybe hukuma biga bija
Jafogo, yes.
Yeah. Omo kan fatale na sikat de ko sana mut akid mabu kun fi flooding, mabu kun fi extra scenarios at Bijalenas. Even when it comes to the heat wave that we have seen, now I have felt the Minister of Education Omo Nagdar evaluate nafsatomon kois iyal midenzil miten fi madrasa ashan to avoid kaman the heat wave that we have experienced 2 years ago. If you were a climate leader today, what would be your first action that you will ever do?
No, me as the climate leader, I would go forward. I plant a tree so everyone sees, and after some time they will see the importance of that tree. Because like, let me say, for instance, a mango tree and a guava tree, they will see that tree can provide us with something to eat, and at the same time it is a source of income. Because when there is a saying that you reap what you sow. Yeah. So after planting the tree, the importance that tree will give is really going to be helpful to the community, motivates them also to do the same, which is a good idea on climate change.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, I will like trainings to the youth about climate change. Yeah. For them to know, like, not just to earn on social media and blah blah, but going to the area in a group of people and telling them like climate really affects us.
Bordo na manage for climate change, I feel like it's not only implied. The awareness should not only be in the cities. So I feel like with the suggestion that you people made, I feel like it's not only in the city but also in the rural areas it needed to be taken too. Because floods sometimes, or even most of the time, it's affecting the people in the state side. So I feel like it's also a responsibility for whoever who is going to watch this. As a young person, you need to start with the initiative. As you have mentioned, let us not leave it only command for social media, but shawari. Because I personally, I have planted a tree in Juba Dazis by that tree is still there till now. I'm so proud of myself. When I went and saw the tree like still guiding, I planned that one. We came to our end of our today's podcast and we talked about a lot of stuff, and it cannot be easy without my two amazing guests. So to my guests, thank you so much for coming by, and be reminded that you don't need to be old or even be powerful to protect our environment. So start with something very small like planting tree, and as well reduce the waste, save the water, and spread awareness among your friends. The future of our planet is in our hands, and the young people are not just the leaders of tomorrow, but we are the leaders of today. Until next time, stay safe, stay inspired, and keep protecting our environment. My name is Dika De Andrew. This has been the Youth Pulse Podcast.